It's been a couple weeks since I've been live. I apologize for that. Um, what a crazy past week. I'm talking to myself right now because there's no one in the live yet, but whoever sees this at a later time, I don't want them to see like the awkward pause. But like super excited to check in with everyone tonight, see how everyone's doing. And yeah, it's just been what a crazy week. We filmed with JD this week. We've been dropping, 2 podcast episodes a week. What else happened this week? We filmed a bunch of skits with JD. We just released a banger of an episode, Dice the Prison Barber. That is going to be a good one. You guys should check that out. That was a good one. We had a good cook-off. Yo, DJ, what's up, man? Andrew, if you don't care, get out the live, bro. But yeah, I wanted to do like a Q&A with you guys. Temple, thank you for the support on that. I appreciate it. Native, how you doing? Haven't been alive in over a week, so I owed you guys a live, just here answering any questions for you guys. The next cook-off is next Wednesday, 7 p.m. It's JD versus a prison CO. That'll be a good one. So that'll be exciting. But yeah, just a absolute crazy week. We had JD DeLay in town. We were filming a bunch of stuff. We did a part 2 to his interview. I don't know if you guys saw his first episode, but you should definitely check that out if you haven't already. Nick, shout out to you, man. Thanks for your support. And guys, just like thank you guys so much for all the support and love you've given me on your channel. It means the world to me, just so you guys know it doesn't go unnoticed. Temple, thank you, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, if you guys, any questions, man, drop them in the chat. Let's get them answered. I just got home from dinner and working on my laptop a little bit. Just got home from dinner with my friends. I've been trying to do like, have a little bit of a balance between, work, because I work so much, and seeing my friends once a week. And I've also kind of been like seeing someone lately. So incorporating that into the mix too. No pickle. So yeah, it's been, it's all about balance. Tomorrow I'm getting up at 4 a.m. to go to Pensacola, Florida for my first ever speaking event, which I'm super excited for. I'm going to be taking a lot of photos, videos, and stuff to share with you guys. It's about like re-entry and basically about my story and my challenges of re-entering after prison, and how like the system is not designed for success after prison. On a funny note, so JD makes this post last night with my personal email. Let me show you guys this. And I deleted a bunch, but there's like hundreds of emails from people that emailed me pictures of furries. Like, here, let me show you something. What do we got here? I need to find a picture. Sorry, it's loading. It's like all furries. Everyone sent me furries. So I have hundreds of furries. What do you guys think? How should I retaliate against JD? That would be a super funny one. I'm thinking about maybe doing like a skit of me like pretending to see his paperwork or something. I don't know. I'll have to see. Temple, I really appreciate that, man. Like, if anyone that doesn't know my story, like I have grinded so hard to like get to where I am. Like, I is just like I'm doing the like whatever it takes. Like my work ethic is just like on another level, and I don't mean that to like brag or anything. Like I just know what it takes to make it in this world, in this entertainment business, and I'm applying like all my skills that I've learned in the past through doing concerts in the nightclub business to now. And like I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like with my content, we're very strict. Like I'm a very punctual person. I'm very we don't go off schedule. Like you're gonna get 2 episodes a week on Locked In podcast. we're also rolling out a new series where it's like these 10-minute clips of me telling prison stories. So the first one of that comes out tomorrow night, 6 p.m., and it's going to be a 10 to 11-minute clip about me talking about like the full story of how I paid for protection, which that little episode of me paying for protection like blew up. It did 9 million views almost, and it's growing every day on YouTube Shorts. Went viral on TikTok, went viral on Facebook, went viral on Instagram, and then No Jumper did an article about it. The Daily Loud did an article about it on Twitter. Just crazy how it just like took off with that. Just really nuts to think about. I think I showed you guys before, but this is the apartment. So this is my bed. There's that. It's a kitchen area. This is my little desk. Rue, thank you, man. I appreciate that. It means a lot. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to drop them, and I'm happy to answer them. It could be personal, whatever you guys want to ask. Sorry, I'm just like kind of tired right now, but also know that I have to, go live with you guys to check in. It's super important for me to like keep that relationship with you guys going. Also, my Instagram is Ian_Bick. If anyone wants to know, follow me on there. Most painful tattoo was definitely the wrists. The wrists were the worst. Hardest thing about being locked up was, I would say, kind of like the fear of missing out. You, when there's phones and stuff in prison, you start to see like what's going on in the outside world. Like your friends are at the club, they're getting married, they're in relationships, this and that. And it hurts, man. It hurts to be kind of left out of that and see like the world moving on without you. So that was something that got to me. Kevin, I was in for 36 months. I had a 3-year sentence. I served about 27 months of that. Axiati, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Ashley, yes, the goal is to have kids. So I'm 27 now. I turn 28 next month. I mean, I would like to be like married, I guess, by the time I'm maybe 30, 31, kids by like 32. I mean, we'll see what happens. These next years are going to be big. Next couple of years are going to be big for me in growing and development and pulling this whole thing off. So we'll see what happens. My favorite tattoo, let's see. I really like the Deathly Hallows tattoo there, and I got this right here. I also just got these. Let me show you this one. I got these boxing tattoos right here and the Locked In logo. Look at that. Locked In logo to match the Locked In shirt. Make sure you guys get your Locked In shirt gear. If you use code Locked In at checkout, you get 20% off. Let's see what we got here. Brendan, thank you, man. I appreciate the comments, and I try to respond to as many people as I can. I run all my own social media, so to balance that on all my platforms does get challenging and tough sometimes, but I do the best I can, and I will continue to do that. Ashley, thank you. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to being a father. Hopefully I could be like at least half the father that my dad is to me. And I'm just excited, man. Anthony, I don't have like a girlfriend, but I have kind of been seeing someone that I'm very interested in. We'll see where it goes, I know it's hard to date me and like my lifestyle and stuff, but I'm feeling good about it, and I will keep you guys posted on the developments. Hypothesis. I mean, I don't really live life with regrets. I always think about like the what ifs, like what could have happened if I made different decisions, and that shit haunts me. I think it's always gonna haunt me, but at the end of the day, it brought me to exactly where I'm at right now. If everything worked out, we wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation. You guys wouldn't be watching my content. Never in a million years did I ever expect I would be a YouTuber or a social media person in general. It's just not a thing. But you have to roll with the punches. You have to take the cards that are dealt, and this is, this is what you do. And so I'm just on this journey, and I'm excited you guys are on the journey with me. It's just super exciting, and I'm super grateful, and I'm always gonna remain humble. Like, guys, I don't care how big this thing gets. Like, they give me 1 million subs tomorrow, and I'm still sitting here running my social media, commenting to you guys because I believe that you always have to remember where you came from. That's why I have like baby Simba tattooed on me. Here, I'll show you guys. Don't laugh, but so that's baby Simba right there. I know I got the chicken legs. I'm working on it. But baby Simba represents always remember where you came up from. You know, just no matter what, guys, I'm not gonna be different and turn around. And like I was having this conversation with the person I'm seeing the other night. I was like, hey, like if this like blows up to something like really big, like will you think everything different? And she was just like, as long as you like stay the same. So I don't want to be that person that changes. Brendan, thank you for that $5, man. It really means a lot. Thank you. Scott, well said, man. It's okay to not be okay, but it's not okay to quit. So no matter what you're going through, and I live by that, I'll die on that sword. You got to pick yourself back up and keep going. Alonzo, thank you, man. Welcome to the community. Thank you for your support. It means a lot. Yeah, chicken legs for life. Noah Paul, thank you, man. I'll definitely check them out. And guys, I do see your suggestions all the time for people that you recommend. I do reach out to all these people you guys recommend. A lot of people don't hit me back. We are working on Jay Williams collab. We have Larry Lawton booked for next month. Larry is coming into the studio early May. His episode will be out middle of May. And JD's coming back for that as well, so we can do like a 3-way collab. Next Thursday, we have a really, really good podcast episode coming out, or this coming Thursday. So let's go over this week's schedule. We got tomorrow night, Monday, we have a 10-minute, clip about why exactly I paid for protection in prison and a little bit more in depth about that story. Wednesday, we have the commissary cook-off. We have the commissary cook-off with JD versus a prison CO. That's going to be a good one. Thursday, we have a guest who attacked his parents. That's going to be a good one. And then Sunday, we have Johnny Mitchell. That's going to be a great one. Johnny Mitchell is a great guy, super funny. Asked him all the questions you were looking for, and it's gonna be good. You guys are really gonna like the Johnny Mitchell episode. Anthony, so it depends on the guest. Like if they're a bigger name, we'll pay for their flights and fly them in, pay for their hotel. Like if it's like a JD or a Jessica Kent or a Larry, it's customary to fly in those creators, pay for their hotel, pay for their hospitality, everything like that. But it's like mutually beneficial. They get content out of it. It's like in the podcast world, like when someone invites you onto their show, normally they'll take care of your travel. If it's a bigger podcast, like an opportunity, and you're looking to just get yourself out there, sometimes like you'd be the one to pay. Like I do have people that reach out, their platforms aren't that big yet or whatnot, and they come and they pay for their expenses because it does get costly on our end. Like I can't physically pay for every single person to come on the show for their travel. It just wouldn't be sustainable yet. Obviously, when we get super big, like that'll work, but not right now. Yeah, so anxiety, Larry Lawton and is coming on the podcast, and he's coming on the cooking show. Scott, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, Kevin, that collab is happening early May. So, yeah. Alonzo, I would definitely just watch some of my content. You kind of get like an inside scoop. DJ, they haven't invited me on the podcast, but if they do, I'm definitely down to do concrete. I'm up for like any type of what's it called? Any type of podcast. Like I even do little ones. Like if someone's just starting out and they hit me up to go on their pod, I will 100% go on it because I believe in like giving back and doing all that. So Like, I'm not one of those people that doesn't answer my DMs. Like, if you DM me on Instagram, there's a good chance I'm going to respond. So if you want to get in touch with me or anything, then hit me up on Instagram, Ian_Bick. We just hit 20K. Super exciting. But yeah. Anxiety, yeah, definitely. I mean, I think the thing about my podcast, um, is that um, it's different. It's different from other prison content. You know, like just the angle we're going about it, my demeanor. It's so different. So I think that's why it's working. I think it's like the prison creator content is definitely like a saturated market right now. Obviously, there's more room for more players, but I think I entered it at a great time. I brought some good content and a new spin on it, which is great. DJ, thank you, man. Definitely spam the comments. That would be great. Like, I'm down, man. I'd love to get on more podcasts and stuff. I was on Mark Gagnon's. That was my last podcast I did. That one's doing pretty well. That has like 30,000 views on his page. He's on Andrew Schultz's podcast, so that was a good one. Kevin, I'm not really into any sports. Like, I'll play basketball with my friends occasionally, but I haven't like played sports since prison. Brendan, absolutely, you know, about manifesting it. Zarek, thank you for joining, man. I appreciate it. Uh, Thank you, bro. I did. I appreciate the hype up, man. I take this very seriously. Like, this is a full time job for me. Um, I am just like super dialed in, and I'm just like very much on top of it. Like, this is just like I'm the type of person that when I do something, whether it's relationships or a business or anything, like when I'm in, I'm all in. Like, I'm loyal to the T and I'm going all the way for it. Um, DJ, thank you for that, man. The Vice documentary was good. If anyone wants like a quick 10 minutes on my story, Vice did a really good interview. If you search like Ian Bick Vice on YouTube, that did really good. It's at like 3 million views almost. Really fed up. Love from San Diego. I love it. Anxiety. I don't see the Discord thing. Like, we started the Discord. It's just like it's a lot to maintain. Like, I really just use my um, Facebook for to treat it like a Discord. That's like my community. If you guys add me on Facebook, let me show you like what my Facebook looks like. I treat that kind of like a blog, so I communicate with people. I talk to people on there. Like, I'll post pictures. So this is my Facebook right here, and I've been using the community wall more on this too, um, which is good. Let's see what we got. See, like I posted these pictures with my dog earlier. So like, and I'll chat with people. Like, if people message me and stuff like that, then it's good. Anxiety, yeah, that was with Mark Gagnon. That was a great one. That was like the first pod I did where I like went in my whole story in depth. Um, and I thought we were only talking for 2 hours, and it turned out to be for 5 hours. So that was kind of funny. Omar, there is so if you want to see the old concerts, if you go to Tuxedo Junction on YouTube or Tuxedo Junction Music Venue or whatever, if you type that in on YouTube, we made a bunch of after movies. That was like our version of like reels or shorts or promo videos back in the day before short form content existed, like before TikTok and all that. So you could see like all the shows I did. I worked with like the Chainsmokers, Yellow Claw, Zed's Dead, Blau, like all those shows, the after movies from those shows and my nightclub are there. So if you wanted to see what it was like for me to run the nightclub, that's what you should go check out. Brendan, Alex was really dope. I don't think the other one is Alex and Drew. Yeah, Alex and Drew. They were really good guys, nicest guys I ever worked with. Zarek, thank you, man. I appreciate that. So, Porky, podcasting is just about my full time thing. I was doing Uber for a while, but I'm actually now able to stop doing Uber because I've been starting to take on clients to run social media. So, what I'll do is I have a couple different side gigs going on with my business. Um, if someone wants me to run their TikTok for them or run their social media, I charge X amount per week. Um, so that way I'll run their social media posts throughout the day, everything like that, because I'm already on my phone for my content. So I'll do that and they pay me for that. Another thing I do is that I will take, like, if someone has a podcast episode, I will break that down for them and cut it into clips. So like 15 clips for like 75 bucks, say. So that's another thing, because I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I edit all my own like reels and shorts and TikToks. So I have a production team that does like the long form content, but all the short form content I will cut up myself and post on here, and I run my page completely. I also do website design. I'll charge people, like 500 bucks to build them a website. If you look at ianbick.com, which is my website, I design that myself. I edit that myself, everything like that. So that's another thing that I do. Scott, favorite video? I really love like the Billy Johnson interview. I thought that was great. The chemistry flowed really good. I do like the other one with myself, like when I interviewed with Bryce. I like that one. That one was good. I don't know why the audio is in and out. I'm sorry if it's choppy. My Wi-Fi's on, but yeah. Yeah, I do the consultation calls. People could book a call with me in my bio. 75 bucks for 45 minutes. But if you reach out to me, we could do it for less time, for less money, more time for the same amount, whatever you want to do. I'm very open about it. If you guys want to go over marketing, if you want to just have a conversation or anything like that. Scott, yeah, I mean, that story is crazy. I mean, eventually they caught on to it, but we had a good run. Like some of the shit that I got away with in the nightclub business, I never should have got away with. But I guess that's life. That is definitely life. Super funny. If you guys have any other questions, we got like 8 minutes left. We will get this thing going. Alonzo, we do have Larry coming on the podcast. He's coming on early May, and then it will be out mid-May. Brendan, so I looked into Patreon, but it's just a lot to manage, man. Like I have Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, a little bit of Twitter, TikTok. To have a whole nother page and come up with more content and then charge people for that, I don't really care for that. I mean, I treat my Facebook kind of like what I would do if I had a Patreon page, which is just like a day in the life, personal stuff behind the scenes. Like you guys got to see all of the stuff with me and JD, like going to the city and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of like what it is. And I also wouldn't want to charge you guys. Like the best way you guys can support me is not like signing up for a Patreon. It's watching my videos, sharing my videos, liking, subscribe, comment. If you guys could go the audio version of the podcast on like Spotify or Amazon or Apple and leave a review, I would really appreciate that. Like that's what helps. Like I'm not a creator that's ever going to ask you guys for money. If you guys want to like buy merch, great. I appreciate that. And you guys get great merch. Like it's really good quality. And if you use code locked in at checkout, then you can get, a discount 20%. But other than that, it's like I'm not asking you guys to subscribe to anything and pay extra money. Like my content's out there. That's what it's about. 70H reacts. I did reach out to DPZ, never hit me back. A lot of people are, guys, a lot of creators out here, celebrities, prison creators, whatever, are terrible when it comes to reaching back out and communicating, just letting you guys know. And I don't mean to start drama with anyone. It's just like I'm very on top of my communication. So like if someone hits me up to work with me, like I'm down. It's just a lot of these guys don't, which is why I love working with JD because JD is so on top of it. Tropical fruit, man, appreciate it a lot. I think each episode is getting better with my interviewing skills. We're having more flow. It's not more like just question, like how I first started out in my first episode. Now I'm evolving and talking. Yeah, we 100% need him on the cook-off. I think after Prison Show retired. I haven't seen him posting. I don't know what's going on with him. Omar, I actually did start an OF page, but I'm kind of pulling away from it now. Had a couple good months on it. But now it's time to get serious with the podcast and really start taking this to the next level. So that's like my focus now. Zarek, that's hilarious, man. I didn't realize JD was live too. That's funny. Um, yeah. Oh, after prison show came back today. What did he post? I gotta go check that out. Doesn't he like come back? He comes on, comes back, everything like that. Oh, he posted. He says he's back again. That's what he posted. So if you guys want to get an interview on the show, it would be you would email contact@ianbick.com and and pretty much tell us your story, why you think you would be a good, you know, a good fit on the show, and then you would just have to be able to come out to New York. We film in upstate New York. Haunter, I was definitely pretty nervous. That would be an understatement, but I made it through. Um, Anxiety, yeah. I mean, like maybe when the team gets bigger, I could do a Patreon and that. But I mean, I want to get to the point where I'm just putting that content out on YouTube anyways. Like, I would just hate to charge people extra for that. I would rather just like let the advertisers pay, like let me make my money there, not from like the fans and followers that are supporting us. Just like there's plenty of big corporations that could start advertising us, and the way that we get to that is by you guys liking, comment, subscribing, sharing it, telling your friends to check it out, everything like that. So I think that's my focus right now. Maybe when my team gets bigger, then I can do a Patreon, but I just don't see myself being able to take that on right now and getting that going and then like pushing that down everyone's throat. Also, another thing is that I'm going to be um, changing the intro. Like I was thinking about it. I know like my intro is very repetitive on the podcast where I'm like, you're locked in with Ian Bick on lock, whatever I say. So I have been weary of that. So I'm checking that out. But we're going to redo it. It's not going to be the same intro every time. So I'm excited about that. I still live in Connecticut now. We do not do online interviews or FaceTime interviews, unfortunately. We do only in-person interviews to keep the production integrity of the show. That's something I made a promise to myself going into this, and I will never deviate from that. It always has to be in person to keep up with the production quality, and that differs ourselves um, for a lot of creators. And DJ, yeah, like some people are just like pushing money down everyone's throats all the time. Like that's what I like about JD. He's not about that. Like, yes, we sell merch, but that's like a mutually like it's like if you're buying a physical product. But for you guys to like buy like seeing access to early videos, I'm not gonna charge for that. Like once my team gets bigger, then I'll post some clips earlier. I'll do more things like we're starting this 10-minute clip series. We're doing things like that, but like to steer a charge for you guys, I'm not doing that. It's not a thing. Um, so what helps us the most is just like sharing it. If you guys could get views, subscribers are obviously great, but it's more about views on the video. So if there's a video you guys really like whether it's a JD interview, whatever interview it is, just share it to your friends, comment on it. And even giving me feedback on what you guys want to see, or getting other creators like comment on your favorite creators that you want to see, interviewed on the show. Hit them up, tell them to come on our show, push them to do it. Like I was saying before, I do pay attention to the comments. um, I do pay attention to the comments and I reach out to people. It's just fucking hard to get a hold of some people, or get them to commit to it. Scott, yeah, well said. If we want to change the game and be on another level, doing interviews on FaceTime or Zoom or whatever is not the way to do it. Not for this brand. Yes, we do post videos on Facebook. We don't Zarek, thank you for that, man. I appreciate that money a lot. It means the world. Um, anyways, back to what I was saying. We do post videos on Facebook. I post a lot of clips. I post reels and shorts. We're gonna start posting like the 10-minute clip series on onto Facebook that I do weekly on YouTube. Um, but we started posting like the full length podcast onto Facebook, but then advertisers don't count Facebook. So yeah. What do you mean by allow all members on the channel? I don't know how I wouldn't be able to have all members on. Anxiety, definitely well said on that. Smoking with SW, I mean, you could reach out to us at the end of the year if you want, and we could see if we're in a better position to fly you out. So, yeah. It's just like right now, it's just like we're on a very tight budget while we're in the growing stages, so we have to be very picky, choosy on what we're doing. But if you can get out here, we're happy to have you on the show right now. Brendan, thank you for that, man. Chief Keef Sosa story. Okay, so I know I talked about this before, but basically he stood me up on a show. We were gonna make some great money. He stood me up on it, bailed, didn't show up, and he ended up owing me like $25,000 from it. Um, Technically, he kind of still owes me that money, but the co-promoter on the show, I think they worked something out. He went behind my back and did like a free show for him. So I don't really know the details, but like that was one of the things that got me into prison because Chief Keef screwed me out of the money. Um, and it was just one of those situations like all these different things happened that was out of my control that just screwed me up. Like Tyga, we spent 40K on Tyga, and the show was supposed to sell all these tickets. I was supposed to make all this money. And what happened was the dean, you guys know I'm Schmacked, the concert tour. Because of I'm Schmacked, the dean of the college campus canceled all of our bus tickets, and we lost like 2,000 ticket sales because no one could get there with the buses. So I lost $100,000 on that show. Um, Yeah, guys, thank you so much for like the tip money right now, man. I'm just so blessed, and I just really appreciate that, guys. I don't ask for it, but it means the world, and every dollar counts. Zarek, coffee creamer taffy is actually so funny you say that. I will give you guys a little preview. Wednesday, JD is facing off against the prison CO I interviewed. That was a great interview, by the way. Um, but anyways, the CO in the episode makes a regular dish and he makes a dessert, and the dessert was taffy with creamer. So you're going to see that in this Wednesday's episode, and I'm judging on this, so it's going to be really exciting. Um, but yeah, you guys can check that out. Dakuta Peppa, yeah, I think we're going to hit 100K real soon. Like we're almost at 60, um, which is crazy how fast we blew up on that. I feel like we were like we were just at like if you think about it, in January before my first episode, I was at 3,000 subscribers just from posting shorts, and now we're almost at 60,000. So it's just like super super exciting, and I really can't wait to like see where this thing goes. Like how cool would it be if we're at like 1 million by the end of the year? Like sky's the limit, I guess. Dakuta, 100% agree. It's definitely about quality interviews. That's why we're very focused on our production, and just keeping that production integrity. I am getting ready to get off soon, though. I have to be up at 4 a.m. I have a flight to Pensacola. Promise you guys I will be live with you guys soon. Hit me up on Instagram if you want to chat, Ian_Bick. You guys can always message me there. I try my best to go through it and respond to everyone. And yeah, guys, just again, thank you guys all so much for the support. Check out the interview that I just did with Dice the Barber. He has like a different spin on things, which is great. that just came out tonight. It's a good interview. We had really good chemistry at the end. So I'm excited for that one. Scott, it was fun chatting with you now too. 70H, basically, I would never have went to prison if these artists showed up and the shows were successful. But I guess that's how life works, man. You win some, you lose some. It was a great experience. Like I have this great story now that no one really has ever really experienced, and it made me the person I am today. And I have tough skin now because of it. I have a good mentality, and I'm ready to grind, man. And I'm ready to put in this work to blow this shit up. So thank you guys for being on this journey. As I said before, like you guys rock with me. I'm not gonna forget about you. If you want the HBO documentary, I can send you the private link. Don't tell anyone. Just DM me on Instagram, Ian_Bick. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you for the ones that sent in money to support this. It means a lot. Robert, thank you for that comment, man. I greatly appreciate that. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great night. It's Sunday night, so have a great work week. If anyone that's on that 9 to 5 grind, entrepreneur grind, whatever, have a great work week. And I'll continue to post and look out for the videos tomorrow. And through the week, 6 p.m. tomorrow, we have that 10-minute clip, our first of many 10-minute clips coming out. So yeah, guys, much love, peace out, and I will talk to you guys soon.